Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, after having our discussion on the Saturn karma, in this video we will have our discussion on the karmas connected with the planet Jupiter. Like Jupiter, which represents luck, which represents expansion. So what kind of experiences you would have done or you would have gone through in the past life, and in this time, how is going to be your undertaking you're dealing with in the matters of faith, in the matters of optimism, what restores your faith, what helps you bounce back. So all of that we will discuss in this video. And guys, like few updates. So I will be visiting Toronto, and as you can see in the flyer, so if you want to meet me personally, because now I will be focusing on doing international travels and coming to your city and doing readings, or this could be a case that organizing a lecture on astrology, numerology, palmistry in person as well. So my Toronto dates are there on the screen. So if you feel like getting a reading from me, in-person reading, please get in touch over the email. And now we can start our discussion. And guys, I actually want to request all of you that when you watch these kind of videos, again, it is not a matter of like whether you agree to me or whether you contradict me. It's all about, it's a research platform where we all are learning from each other. I literally want that more than what people learn from my video. People should learn more from the kind of active participation which is going to be there in the comment section, because the best essence of astrology is all on the basis of the personal life and practical outcomes. So what you have felt and experienced so far with your Jupiter's placement in the zodiac sign, do share it in the comment section. It will actually provide a lot of the research material to our community. So okay guys, now we will start our discussion. So one thing which I want to make it clear in this topic, we are not talking from the point of view of the astrological friendship, planetary enmity, which you all must be already knowing about it. That we know that Jupiter has got a rulership over like Sagittarius or Pisces. It rules Punarvasu, Vishakha, Purvabhadrapada. It is friends with certain planets and all. So all of that we know. In this video, we are just trying to understand the matters of the luck. This could be a case that it will give you some insight over your past, or what better you can do in order to strengthen the prospects of your luck, of your faith, of your good fortune, all sort of wisdom. So guys, now we will start first with basic overview of the planet Jupiter, those who are new to astrology. So understand this thing that Jupiter represents all aspect of your faith, like how you approach faith. Are you going to be very firm? Are you going to be very flexible? Are you going to be very impressionable? We get to know from Jupiter's placement. Anything to do with in your life's most pressing times, how well you have been supported by the luck, that we get to know from the Jupiter. What is the state of your prosperity and expansion in your life? Are you actually consistently growing in your life in terms of your influence, in terms of your wisdom, your family ties? So is that happening? That can be acquired from the planet Jupiter. And for all those people as well who have this capacity to find the deeper meanings of the life, but through religion. A Saturnian person might also try to find the reasons beyond the life and death, but he will take the path of, this could be yoga, this could be isolation, this could be self-questioning. But whatever we get in terms of the deeper meaning, because Jupiter has got this potential, that only happen through sticking to our faith. That we get to know from the planet Jupiter. Like the way guys, I was even doing a research on the planet Jupiter astronomically as well. So irrespective of having such a huge size, it takes just 9.5 hours to spin on its axis. So imagine such a huge body and just taking 9.5 hours to spin. So yeah, a lot of potential can be attached with the planet Jupiter. And this is there's one line which I always use in my videos, is that you cannot afford to have this planet in a bad state, because Jupiter is the significator of so many planets for growth, for positivity, optimism, respect, growth, family ties, children. So Jupiter needs to be in a strengthened state in your life. So now we can start our discussion. So for all those people who are going to have Jupiter in the Aries, so Guys, first of all, you have to understand the nature of the Aries. Aries has got that childlike nature. Aries has got that nature which is very quick to act, quick to get offended, and quick to forgive, forget, and move on. These all are the qualities of the Aries. Aries also has got that qualities of a warrior, of that kind of military person who's ready to fight for a cause, and who also has got the loyalty which can be connected with the planet Mars as well. So now if your Jupiter is going to be placed in the Aries, now this first of all tells about that you could have been a very vocal person in order to defend your dharma even from the past lifetime as well. So this is a good placement which is giving this indication that you have remained firm and you have also protected your faith, your dharma in the most testing times in your life. Like, it's not a exaggeration to say this thing that you could be easily willing and to be on the line in order to defend what is right or what is wrong. And one more thing over here, because we are talking more from the point of view of the how luck treats you. So it has been generally seen that whatever good things meant to happen for them, there is a capacity that it will happen in a sudden, in a very intense way, because of your Jupiter being placed in the Aries. Along with that, many times it has been seen in the charts of many people who reaches the top ladder in any leadership role, and over where luck would have played a very good role, your wisdom would have played a very good role, your capacity to inspire others have played a very significant role. So that could be your way towards reaching the top coveted position. And along with that, it has been generally seen that if your Jupiter is going to be placed in one of the fire sign like Aries, so even in the transit, when Sun is transiting in the like fire signs, like this could be Aries, this could be Leo, this could be Sagittarius, those could be the months of some prominent success for you. So if I were to summarize, Jupiter's placement in the Aries is generally considered as good. These are among those people who have got this capacity to be very firm. Like, we go to so many of those events. In India, there is a trend called preaching. Like, and it's a very big event. Like, if you go to any of the like event where any preacher is doing any Bhagavad, any of the Ramcharitmanas part and all, it is being like visited by people in count of millions, up to a million. It will not be an exaggeration to say this thing in some of the cities. So I mean to say, imagine so many people are going there to all these kind of events. Do you actually think that the percentage of people who go there, whatever good things they are listening, how much of those good things and knowledge and wisdom, pieces of wisdom, they actually implement in their daily life? You know, you go to a event and any of these preaching events, the preacher has been putting a lot of emphasis that, okay, you do not have to use the curse word, you do not have to drink, you have to treat people respectfully, you listen to everything, but the minute you will come back home and now you have forgotten everything, you're back to your original self. But people who have got Jupiter being placed in the Aries, so like, not only they have the capacity to defend, to fight for what is right and all, but also they somehow acquire and implement these learnings in their life as well. And like the way I mentioned this thing, that their determination, their willpower, and their capacity to stay firm even when life challenges them, rewards them. Like, this could be a case that they won't only get rewarded from the planet Jupiter, but also get rewarded from the planet Sun in terms of recognition, leadership role, and from the Mars as well, brotherhood and all. So everyone supports them, favors them. Luck favors the brave is very strongly getting applicable in the case of people who are going to have Jupiter being placed in the Aries. Now let's move forward. If your Jupiter is placed in the Taurus, so we are not taking into consideration that is Jupiter friendly with Venus or not. All what we are trying to understand, a prototype, a caricature of your fortune, of your faith. So guys, it also tells about, because the Taurus has got very strong earth and the fixed kind of qualities. So it is a good sign, and even from the past life you might have acquired these kind of traits. See, this could be a case that in the past life you might be very loyal to your teachings, to your faith, or you might be a very wealthy person as well. And all these things which you are possessing with you will help you in this lifetime as well. Like Jupiter in the Taurus, people have been seen as some of the very top banker, like people who are in possession of money, and their decision making influence the financial economical decision of the big corporate, big companies, and the countries as well, who end up becoming the what do you call that, finance and the economy advisor to the governments and all. So Jupiter's placement in the Taurus can be seen as a very good sign from that point of view. Second thing is that, see, Jupiter's placement in the Taurus also has got this capacity that whenever any opportunity comes to you, you have this capacity to use it. Guys, if I were to share my own experience, when I will be on my deathbed, I will not be complaining to the God or to the universe or to my luck. I'll be complaining, and I'll be very much in this mode of regretful of by my own flaws, because the way my Jupiter is, even in the Ashtak Varga and everything, my Jupiter is very strengthened. Life gave me good opportunities at every stages of the life. I did not live up to those expectations. So I mean to say, in my case, because okay, let's now shift to the discussion. So I mean to say, if your Jupiter is in the Taurus, see, Jupiter's role in itself is to bring opportunities for us. But are you actually utilizing it or not? That is dependent on its sign placement. So the good part about Jupiter being in the Taurus is that these people have got this capacity that whenever life strikes them with some good opportunity, they actually make use of it as well. Like the way, guys, I recently made this video on the combinations which helps people win the lottery, and before making that video, when I was doing my research, it is a proven fact that 80-90% of the homeless people who have won lottery, they came back to the original state of poverty in just a span of 1 year or 2 years, because they don't know how to handle the money, how to manage the money. Now, if you have your Jupiter being placed in the Taurus, it is a good sign that whenever any opportunity comes to you, you have this capacity to utilize it, to preserve it, to implement it to your advantage, even in the matters of good financial management, in the matters of maintaining family ties and relationship for long. It is a good placement. So this is a kind of a placement where Jupiter works with fixity, but also it carries the grace and love and cordial qualities of the planet Venus as well. Because in certain cases it has been seen that if Jupiter becomes very strong, native is going to have high level of idealism, and ego also grows very high because of I have this knowledge, I want to be respected, everyone has to touch my feet and this and that. So I mean to say, if your Jupiter is placed in the Taurus, it somehow carries those kind of cordial qualities, loving qualities of the planet Venus as well. Now guys, we know that Jupiter and Venus, they both are considered as the guru. Now Jupiter is more fortunate than the Venus, although Venus has got that Sanjeevani Vidya to bring a dead back, so we will not get into there. But yes, Jupiter's placement in the Taurus is considered as very good in multiple ways. Now let's move our discussion. If your Jupiter is going to be placed in the Gemini, so guys, this is a very good placement in this way that it tells about that even from the past lifetime, you would have been a very strong vocal person, a strong spokesperson, or someone who's going to be spreading a lot of the good words about your faith, about the kind of religion you are strongly rooted in. Like this could be a case that even in this lifetime, people who end up becoming successful preachers and all, spokesperson of different organization, group and all, they might have been like, they might have a strong Jupiter in the Gemini, or this is what they have been doing from the past lifetime as well. So the caricature of your good faith is somehow connected with what karma you have been doing from the past lifetime as well. And I can assure you this thing, if you have a Jupiter in the Gemini in this lifetime, never ever be a part of sharing any false gossip, false narrative, any false propaganda, you are gonna be compromising in the purity, ethics and sanctity of your own Jupiter. Now again, it is highly disputed because these days, in the day and age of the social media, it becomes very difficult to judge what is truth and what is propaganda or what is false narrative. But still, I would say this thing, that you should not be a part of sharing anything which is disputed or in any way which is causing any harm to the religion, to the good faith or optimism of the people. So you should not be a part of that. And guys, a lot many times it has been seen that Jupiter's placement in the Gemini is considered as good. Like the way, as much as the Jupiter in the Taurus was beneficial, that your own close people, this could be a family, is responsible for, like, your good fortune is because of the good family which you have been blessed with. Jupiter in the Gemini has got more to do with the kind of friends you have. And along with that, in the modern day and age, it has been seen that lot many successful people in the ad agencies, in the PR agencies, working as a very successful journalist, working as a very successful influencer and all. And guys, even when we talk about the podcasters and all, you cannot undermine them now these days. Even imagine in the US presidential elections, even see, Joe Rogan is big, but even Donald Trump and all, they have to go to these podcasters who initially were being seen as, oh, they are podcaster, do they have any journalism, mass communication degree? Why shall not we go to any CBC or any like Fox or these CNN channel reporter for any exclusive interview or bite? Why do we have to go to a podcaster? But now see the power, see their reach, see their influence. So the point which I'm saying is that Jupiter in the Gemini is a good placement where your friend circle, your network, and also it can also make you very fortunate in this lifetime in terms of the kind of talent you have, the kind of hobbies you have. So again guys, when we come across those cases like Justin Bieber, who was a overnight sensation because his mother used to record his music and all, and she used to share in different handles and platform, and somehow it got discovered. So this could be a case. Jupiter in the Gemini. Gemini is about your talent. Gemini is about your skill. And Jupiter simply means that where you are the most fortunate. So yes, what we can say that in the past lifetime, if you have Jupiter in the Gemini, you have not been a part of spreading any false, malicious rumor. We can say this thing for sure, that you have been a part of spreading good, fortunate, optimistic news and being a beacon of hope for people. Because like the way they say, people, oh, whenever you come to me, I always get some good news that day. I remember in the older times, in the old television show, it used to be the case that whenever like any of the queen is going to be giving a birth, so the maid who will go and give that news to the king, she used to be getting big reward, like any of the mala which king will give her to the maid, worth millions even from that time, that era. So yeah, so just like that, you might be responsible for giving good news to people, or when you meet people, people get good news. This could be a case. So yes, now move forward. If you're going to have Jupiter in the Cancer sign, so guys, it is considered as a good sign in many ways. Like the way, to begin with, it just tells about, for people who are Jupiter in the Cancer, they are born with a pure consciousness. This thing can be said for sure. Now again guys, here I'm not talking about that, okay, your Jupiter is in Cancer, it is exalted, you will get this and that. No, simply we are trying to understand the karma of yours. And Cancer is a very, very important sign. Our moon is the kind of epicenter, reservoir of all the knowledge being ingrained in it in terms of your past life information. Ketu just act as a tool to extract it, but where it is stored in the moon, your nakshatra, all the panchang, the var, tithi, yog, karan, nakshatra, everything just tells about it, but it comes from the moon, and where the energy of the moon is stored in the Cancer. So that tells about that for someone to have Jupiter in the Cancer, it will not be an exaggeration to call this person being carrying forwarding the wrong word. This person has received some pure consciousness from the past. That thing can be said for sure. Second thing is that, guys, when we talk about Jupiter being in the Cancer, it's not like that your luck comes to you in the form of the wife, your luck comes to you in the form of the a good job or good network and all. Your consciousness in itself is so ripe that when the universe wants to communicate with you, they can straight away plant a thought, an inspiring thought in your mind, in your consciousness, and you will have this capacity to implement it, to act on it. Like the way in this whole discussion I've been saying this thing, that there have been those cases where people have bad Jupiter. It means Jupiter created an opportunity, but they were not even able to execute it. They were not able to utilize it. But if you have a strong Jupiter, that in itself tells about that when life will grant you with an opportunity, you will be able to make good use of it. And this is what Jupiter in the Cancer tells about, that universe will not need any external tool, any secondary party, second party for you, for good luck to be delivered to you. In your own mind only you have this capacity to see the goodness in any way and how to make use of it. So yes, guys, for those people who have got Jupiter being placed in the Cancer, they tend to remain very optimistic. They tend to remain very very fortunate. Not an exaggeration to call it as a very lucky placement. And in lot many ways, it's not only that luck is working only for you. Luck through you works for other as well. Whomsoever people you surround, they also get benefited because of the positivity and the luck surrounding you. Like the way, guys, we say this thing that I remember I read in one of the article, because these days there have been so many wars going on and all. So many of the war documentaries and interviews, when you hear, like there was this, I will not name the name of the country, the army military general that person was. It will unnecessarily create hate in the comment section. But when this person was asked that, okay, if there are like three dreaded criminals, terrorists in a small van, and which also carries the 10 civilians, and if you have to take a call that, because if this chance is missed, they cannot be caught again, and if you have to compromise on the lives of the 10 civilians over the cost of eradicating 3 terrorists, will you take the call? So the guy who was being interviewed, he said yes, because these 3, if again they are very difficult to catch, and after that we will not get another chance, they might be responsible for killing 300 other civilians. So I mean to say, this is what the quality is. And imagine if you are gonna be surrounding yourself only to those people who have got bad yoga in their chart, they are running the bad dasha. So just because this person is responsible for getting into accident and you are around that person during those days, during that era, so his bad time, I'm not making people accountable for that. It's just on the energy level I'm talking about. So you might also be entrapped because of that, because of the bad time that person is going through. So but those people who have got such a strong Jupiter, their positivity protects the people around them as well. So that's what I'm trying to say over here. So yes, guys, if you have Jupiter in the Cancer, one thing which can be concluded is that you are born in this lifetime with a pure consciousness. Second thing it is telling about that whether in your family life, whether in like we say serendipity, epiphany, suddenly getting inspired, suddenly getting motivated. So there's a high possibility if this guy Jupiter in the Cancer will go to any of the church like book gospel or this Bible reading, or to any of the preaching event in India, in any of the katha, in any of the satsang, there's a strong possibility he will respond very quickly to that positivity. He will implement those actual good things which he has learned in that event. So it's a good placement of Jupiter for growth, for optimism. All what you need to do is that just keep your mind positive via exposing it to the positivity. That's all what can be said for people who are going to have Jupiter in the Cancer. Read the positive things, surround yourself around the positive people, have a connection with the nature, and monitor your sleep, travel a lot. So that way the Jupiter in the Cancer will give you best result in terms of relationship, in terms of how people treat you, consistent growth, consistent promotion, expansion in your circle of influence, and a very happy life. Like this is one such placement which has been seen in the charts of many successful like theater artists or successful writer, authors, like many poets as well. Oh, that poet reminded me. I even messaged Rupi Kaur for doing one podcast when I will be in Toronto. Let's see if she respond. Her poetry and all is very good, and I'll be in Toronto. Okay, now moving forward. Now, let's say for example, if you're going to have Jupiter being placed in the Leo. Now friends, moving forward. Now, if you have your Jupiter being placed in the Leo, so to begin with, we get to know that Leo is a sign which is being ruled by the planet Sun. It has got a lot of the personal magnetism, it has got a lot of the regality, royalty, and that capacity to be in the limelight. All of that is somehow attached with the Leo energy. Now, if your Jupiter is placed in the Leo, so first of all, to begin with, it tells about that from the past lifetime, you might have some sort of mastery over any field which is somehow connected with the faith, which is somehow connected with the religion, which is somehow connected with understanding the God and the supernatural. So like the way we say that even in India, like they are like those people who have got mastery over certain mantras, certain religious scriptures, or there has been devotion to any specific God. So just looking at this, that you have got your Jupiter being placed in the Leo, we get to know that in the past lifetime, you might have some sort of scholarly accomplishment connected to understanding the God, understanding the divinity. Now guys, it is very important. Like a lot many times you come across people that even when people are retiring from senior position, so their matter of, they don't find that much pride in a organization which they have served in 20-30 years. Their matter of pride is, you know, I did my graduation from Harvard, I am a Ivy League graduate, postgraduate. So I mean to say that matters a lot, and that sort of education is generally seen from the 5th house. It acts like it creates that halo and aura around you. So I mean to say, if your Jupiter is placed in the Leo, in the matters of the faith, God, divinity, you might have some sort of accomplishment, scholarly accomplishment in the past lifetime, that sort of contribution. Now coming to in this lifetime, so yes guys, see, Jupiter's trait has got more to do with the fortune, with the luck. So if your Jupiter is placed in the Leo, to begin with, it tells about that you have this capacity to attract many opportunities towards you because of the luck. This could be a case that just because you were at the right time, at the right place with the right people, you are being picked for that opportunity. So lot many opportunities comes to the native because he is going to have Jupiter placed in the Leo. And along with that guys, it also tells about that for lot many consideration, lot many like position, attainment and all. And see, like the way you must have come across like those many people that some people have got very bad stint with the media. Irrespective of they doing good things, they're always in the news for the wrong reasons. And they're always like, even you did 90% things in an efficient way and you just had a flaw of 1% or 10%, but the 10% will get more highlighted. But in the case of people who are going to have Jupiter being placed in the Leo, the good part of theirs, the good contribution of theirs get highlighted more out there in the world, so which again is a good sign. Along with that guys, lot many like actors, theater artists, politicians have been seen getting benefited because of Jupiter's placement in the Leo. And again, the way I was talking about like those preachers, kathavachak in India. Now if a event in India, a country which is so religious, if it is being visited by almost like a million of the people for those organized event. Now don't you see that those people who are going to be a part of the crowd, they must have got that sort of knowledge as well. Some of them might be more knowledgeable, but the person who's sitting in that throne and giving the lecture might have or might be getting benefited because of Jupiter in the Leo. So this is how we can relate it. So yes guys, if your Jupiter is placed in the Leo, the good part is that this is one such sort of knowledge and wisdom which is ingrained in your soul. It is not something which is like which can be acquired. It is something which flows in your DNA. So that trust in the good ethics, doing good deeds, helping people, righteousness, good morals, value, conviction, capacity to stay firm and defend your dharma can be all attached with Jupiter's placement in the Leo. Now guys, if you have your Jupiter being placed in the Virgo, so to begin with, it tells about that even in the past lifetime, all of your hardship would have instilled faith in other people. This also tells about that you might be connected with any of the medical or any of the medicine field where you were responsible for elevating people or removing people's pain, suffering and sorrow. So guys, because even in like Vedic Jyotish, there is a yoga called as the Dharma Karampati yoga, like people who take their job as their dharma, as their religious duty and all. So in this regard, Jupiter's placement in the Virgo can be seen as a good sign. Now, even if we have to talk about that, how Jupiter will be functioning with its placement in the Virgo. So the only concern and the flaw which I have seen is that, see, the Jupiterian quality has got more to do with the trust. Like if you would have heard this very famous saying that the earthly things need to be known in order to be loved. Same way, the heavenly and the divine things are need to be loved first in order to be known. So the problem with the energy of the Virgo is that there's a lot of the sense and degree of perfectionism which goes into there. Like even if you will see, there have been those people, even when they go to any of the religious gathering, like they go to any of the katha or any of the church kind of gathering and all, these are those people who when step out, they are all the time questioning, they are trying to find the logic, and that's not how these things work. Guys, if you actively take part in like institutions and groups, organization like ISKCON and all, many preachers over there are by themselves have been doctors, senior doctors, and that's how they found the relevance and essence of divinity, which is higher above, one notch above than your scientific principles which your mind process. So I mean to say, in this way, Jupiter's placement in the Virgo somehow act as a hurdle, that when the right opportunity comes, rather than implementing it and taking that leap of faith, they get struck in their own turmoil of finding the logic and doing the SWOT analysis, looking at the strength, weakness, opportunity, threat, plus, minus. So that somehow makes them less lucky in the matters of encashing or executing any of the opportunity which universe grants them. Second thing is that, guys, in many ways I have seen this placement to be working out very well. People who are like working as an accountant, people who are working as any of the medical practitioners, or even in certain cases of being a lawyer and all. So let's say for example, if you have got this meticulous approach, because again, now I just gave you the philosophical side. Now all what you need in this lifetime is that Jupiter, which in itself represents faith, fortune, wisdom, good luck in a way. So if your Jupiter is going to be placed in the Virgo, so you can only stand a chance if you are going to be very meticulous in your day-to-day discipline. Only if you have that sort of discipline, life will grant you with something. But let's say for example, if you're like, you have got very laid back kind of approach or attitude, a very bohemia, very utopian kind of mindset, or every work of yours lack the refinedness, lack the accuracy and the clarity, then Jupiter might not be able to support you in the best of its capacity. So yes guys, when we talk about Jupiter's placement in the Virgo, it comes with its own question mark, and this is where it becomes a little bit difficult, because this is the domain of the malefic planets like Mars and Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, especially Saturn. Now why we don't like Saturn? You tell me one thing which Saturn cannot grant you. Saturn can give you the power. This could be on the material world. It can make you the CEO, it can make you the president, it can make you the tantric. Saturn can give you everything, more than any other planet combined. But it comes with patience, it comes with struggle, it comes with hardship. And why people love Jupiter? Because Jupiter can give things with ease, with grace, lucky break. So now the problem is that the innate nature of the planet Jupiter in the Virgo somehow suffer, because it expect meticulous approach, hard work and discipline. Moving ahead, now if you're going to have Jupiter being placed in the Libra, now guys, it is a good placement in this way that Libra is a very sociable sign. Libra has got a lot of like personal magnetism. Libra has got a lot of attraction. So in lot many cases it has been seen that marriage act as a fortune awakening for the native. Now again guys, over here I don't care where your seventh lord is placed, or where your like is your seventh lord placed in the ninth house, or seventh lord being expected by the planet Jupiter. Lot many people will see this statement as not very like very serious or very insightful, but you cannot even undermine the importance of the Kal Purush Kundli and the innate nature of the planet. Planet Jupiter in itself represents prosperity, good luck, faith. And again guys, remember this thing, when we talk about relationship and all, in the modern day age and the Kali Yuga, even Rahu can give you flings, like Mars can also give you like one night stands and all these kind of things. Venus can also give you this, but something where you take the accountability, you own to it, like via witnessing the gods and the society, you get married to someone. That is the planet Jupiter. Now if your Jupiter is placed in the Libra, we do not even have to look any other thing. This tells about that through relationship you will gain and your luck will shine. So if you have Jupiter in the Libra and you are unmarried, please get married, it will help you. Now again, don't say this thing that my Jupiter is in Libra and I'm with my boyfriend, with my girlfriend, my boyfriend of 10 years, 5 years, we even have kids. No, Jupiter needs you to do things in a prescribed way, the way it has been believed and followed in our societies. So yes, Jupiter in the Libra can bring fortune and luck through marriage, through relationship. It is a good sign. I like the way guys, for many opportunities, like I would say that I've seen many people who are in the fields of politics, who are in the fields of advertising agency or PR agency and all of that. So Jupiter's placement in the Libra is generally considered as very good, like many opportunities, recognition, limelight, fame, wealth, money, all that comes. So Jupiter in the Libra makes you a recipient of many opportunities, which could be commercial in nature, which could be meant for your personal happiness, which comes to you through the relationship. And this also tells about that guys, even in the past lifetime. Now you'll be okay, you will be surprised over here. Now if I will tell you that on one side I'm saying this thing that Jupiter in the Libra, the fortune will come to you through the marriage and all, and there have been those instances where you will find many like very devout and authentic and credible saint who are like kind of celibate. Like this could be a case of nuns, or this could be a case of these rishi and sadhu with Jupiter in the Libra. Now you will be surprised, this guy is saint and ascetic, how come this placement? So again guys, in the highest form, they even establish a connection or a relationship with the god, with the divinity as well. And these are those people who have inspired, like Ramakrishna Paramahansa, he used to worship a goddess Kali as his mother, and there have been those instances. So I mean to say, Jupiter's placement in the Libra is also giving this information that even in the past lifetime as well, you might have remained very lucky and very fortunate the way you have contributed yourself, or like this could be a case to an extent a celibate or a nun from the past lifetime as well. So again guys, this is open to many interpretation. Understand this thing, Venus, when one sign of the Venus is Libra, which has got to do with the relationship, but 12th house is also the house of which is very important, like Pisces, which is also connected with giving away things, which is also equally applicable for the saints and for the celibates as well. So it is little bit sensitive to point at one direction. Important is that if your Jupiter is placed in the Libra, whomsoever you establish a connection, just be very respectful towards that person. That's what matters, and worship that relation of yours, whether that relationship you establishes with the god, with the holy figures, or this could be your partner, or this could be your spouse. So for a lady or for a female who has got Jupiter being placed in the Libra, being very respectful to your husband will become very, very important. Half of your life's problem will go away only if you're going to be treating your husband with respect. And again guys, in this world of astrology, we all are honoring our own planets. If you say that he or my husband does not treat me well, this and that, that is his karma. You have to be responsible, accountable for your own deeds, for your own well-being. How divinity helps you, support you. So yes guys, this is about Jupiter being placed in the Libra. Now let's get into the darker side of the zodiac belt, which everyone is scared for going there, which is the Scorpio. Now if you are going to have Jupiter in the Scorpio, so now my whole opinion is going to go through a shift. So what I was talking about when Jupiter in the Libra, that establishing a proper marriage and tying the knot becomes very important. Jupiter in the Scorpio has been seen that luck works for the native in a very mysterious way. So like many people and the celebrities, they even gain from the gossip, for the rumor which gets generated around them. But these are among those people who capitalize on any rumors or any gossip. Again guys, don't quote me on this. I was very clear when I was talking about Jupiter in the Libra, but with Jupiter in the Scorpio has got more to do with the favors gained through sexual intimacy, sexual relationship, and all these things which are taboo, which people have this impression, had all these things been respectfully seen, Bill Clinton would not have been put on the spot. I mean to say, even in the Western countries and all, they appreciate idealism, honesty and faithfulness in the relationship. So I mean to say, Jupiter's placement in the Scorpio is little bit twisted. You cannot look at it in a straight line, because Jupiter in the Scorpio also tells about that in the past lifetime. See, you might be a healer, you might be a shaman, you might be an astrologer, and like the way guys, even the tantric healing and the shamanic healing is also connected with the Jupiter in the Scorpio. Like all these things come very for the traditional minds. They judge it, they question it, that if your Jupiter is going to be placed in the Scorpio, I got to know about this leaflet. There is this this person and she went to Thailand, and she went to Bali, and she learned this tantric sex kind of healing therapy, and that's what she has been offering and all. So Jupiter in the Scorpio works in a very mysterious way. Scorpio and Rahu does not work in the realm of what can be done in the broad daylight, which gets accepted in the eyes of the society. It is going to be very taboo breaking. It is going to be very kind of little bit irregular, unusual, which might not be accepted in the society. So yes, if your Jupiter is going to be placed in the Scorpio, you will gain from the mysteries, you will gain from the gossip, you will gain from the rumor, you will gain from these kind of unsolicited relationship. It has been generally seen, and research is going to be your very, very strong forte, and knowledge over the psychology, knowledge over the the way guys, again with Scorpio, it is open to lot many interpretation, but even those kind of people who manipulate people through the understanding of other person's psychology and all, this can be attached over there as well. But that is more of the domain of when we will be talking about the karma of the Mercury and the karma of Rahu. Here we are talking about the Jupiter. So I mean to say, good luck will come to you in the most unexpected times when you will be least expecting it. Being very researchful will always help you. And so yes guys, I don't want to keep on going over there, because that might be a little bit confusing for many other audience. But be assured that if you have got Jupiter being placed in the Scorpio, you can be a very good astrologer, you can be a very good healer, and being very intense with your vows, and being very single-minded with your focus becomes very important. Like the way, for example, if you have Jupiter in the Leo, you have Jupiter in Libra, Jupiter in Cancer, you might be dedicated, devoted to okay, I follow Goddess Durga as well, I follow Lord Ganesh as well, I follow this god as well. But in the Martian energy, when your Jupiter is in the Aries, when Jupiter is in the Scorpio, your attention, your emotions, your feelings have to be pinpointedly focused on one god, one deity, and you will manifest very strong results. And Jupiter in the Scorpio are those people who do not hesitate in attempting very fearless things in order to understand the divinity, in order to understand the god. There are those kind of activities which a normal person might not be able to do that. For example, when we say becoming a ghori, becoming a tantric, or Now the animal sacrifice have been stopped in India, so I will not comment on that. But there have been like those people who have Jupiter in the Scorpio, they might not be able to indulge into these things just to please their deity or their god. So all of that can be attached with Jupiter's placement in the Scorpio. Again guys, over here you cannot say that Jupiter is weak or Jupiter is afflicted. It's just like that the prospects of the wisdom, understanding the god, divinity and the faith will work in a very taboo, in a very mysterious way for you. Now, if your Jupiter is going to be placed in the Sagittarius, so now guys, it is a proven case that this is one such kind of placement where you have proven yourself even in the past lifetime. Like you might have, in the matters of the faith, you were not being misled. You were very well guided even in the past lifetime for those people who have got Jupiter in the Sagittarius. Like you were very focused regarding your goals, and for the attainment of goals, taking the right decision, being driven, guided by the faith, by the right set of mentors could have been your story from the past lifetime. You might have some sort of authority in the past lifetime which have given you this sort of influence in the community where you belong to. Now in this lifetime you have got Jupiter placed in the Sagittarius. Now guys, see, understand this thing. People who are anyway doing something which is connected with the faith, which is connected with the healing and all, they will be cautioned. Like coming from New Delhi, India, I used to go to this ashram, Guruji ka ashram, which just because he has got that sort of healing power, and I have experienced it. Like I say this thing that it will not be an exaggeration to say this thing that I got a personal invitation. The kind of circumstances in which I got a personal invitation, I never needed any other proof to understand the purity and the power of that saint. Now same is the way, like what happened a couple of days back. The thing is, I'll tell you, it's a very it will help you understand the way aura of these people work. They say that people like Guru Nanak ji and Gautam Buddha, their aura was so strong that it can be felt from miles away. That is the kind of power they have. And it's not like that we are now in the day and age of the social media, so it's possible now, it was not possible there. And it all works on the level of energy. The energy and the reach was equally applicable in the older times as well. People who were famous, they were famous because of the power of their aura. So in short, I'll just tell you. So I was just watching this roast video, and these days what is happening where the guru and the preacher are in India, they preach about simplicity, but some of them are by themselves flaunting expensive bags, expensive lifestyle, and they are preaching others to have that simplistic lifestyle. And there have been those kind of very young preacher pretending and preparing to be on that pedestal in future, but not ready yet, and being tutored by their parents. So there was this guy, he was just doing this like kind of parody kind of thing, and after doing after doing enacting for one person, second person, the minute he reached like there is this person in Punjab, and he does hallelujah, like he does some sort of what do you call that, healing in the name of the Jesus and all. So it was just going over there, and I was designing my thumbnail or something. I was searching for something. The minute the video reached that point where he was about to say that, I was searching something on this thing on Canva. The search stopped on the photo of the Jesus. Like, okay, this is, I'm getting goosebumps when I'm saying this thing. And again, I am not gonna be there to caution someone or credibility. I'm a very faith-driven person. Anything which has got the name of religion, I appreciate it. I worship it. But I was surprised. So this guy, he has been healing, and they just used his name. I do not even know his name. They just enacted his name or something and immediate in the Canva. And my laptop got hang, and the photo of the Jesus is there. I was like, whoa. So on one phone, his name came, and suddenly Jesus is in front of me. So what I'm saying is that when you have Jupiter in the Sagittarius, the divinity worked very strongly with you. See, the thing is, the way we want the divinity to reverberate in this world of faith, like we all know that why even in the out of all the zodiac signs and out of all the houses, Jupiter is very strongly connected with the 9th house, with the Sagittarius and all. It's Mool Trikona sign and all. So only because 9th house is the house of our guidance, what lead us, What lead us is the ninth house, is the Sagittarius energy. And if you are being led by the divinity, and I guess this is what the Buddhism and majority of the scriptures say, surrender yourself to the divine. Put everything, all of your problems, your whole life, surrender it to the hands of the God, and you will be well taken care of. And this is what works very beautifully for the Jupiter in the Sagittarius. These people are well guided, well led by the faith in their life. They get the right set of mentors, they get the right set of advisors in their life, and along with that, many successful people connected with the judiciary, people connected like top judge, top lawyers are seen with the Jupiter's placement in the Sagittarius. And yes, it gives you a chance to have that sort of very broad-minded kind of things as well. So Jupiter in the Sagittarius will not make you like adamant, or it will not make you extremely orthodox. People have this wrong notion that they say that, okay, Jupiter is going to be placed in the Sagittarius, it is going to be making you very rigid and very firm in your faith. It's not like that. That generally is the more of the domain of the Saturnian energy and qualities, or this could be slightly Ketu energy. Like even if you will talk about like majority of the saints, like even in India, Neem Karoli Babaji, a lot of his followers were Westerners. So he did not restrict it that only a Hindu can come and visit me, or if you are Christian, if you are a Westerner, you cannot do my darshan. So it's not like that. So that's what I'm saying. Jupiter in the Sagittarius gave a very broader, very broad sense of understanding. Slightly, okay, extremely broad is Aquarius, which is because it is more future oriented. But even with the Sagittarius, there is that degree and sense of being very your conscious awareness is going to be very wide. So guys, in short, you attract financial prosperity in your life. You have got this instincts and capacity to turn any idea into cash. Like people who have got Jupiter in the Sagittarius, they marry well, and they also inherit a lot from the marriage as well, and doing something good in a good leadership role, in a good capacity in the government, in judiciary, has been attached with Jupiter's placement in the Sagittarius. Now moving ahead, now if you're going to have your Jupiter being placed in the Capricorn, so guys, this somehow tells about that in the past lifetime, in the name of the implementation of the faith or something connected with the divinity, you might have done something very harsh. This could be a case that, you know, when we say that even in the past, in the history, many persecution which happens in the name of the religion, in the name of the God and all. So the Jupiterian quality in itself, the Jupiter in itself has not been depicted in a way that someone who's going to be holding a weapon in the hand. That might be the domain of the planet Mars. That in extreme cases could be the domain of the Saturn as well. But those who have Jupiter being placed in the Capricorn, that tells about that you might have been little bit ruthless for the execution of the righteousness in the society. This could be the karma which you have been acquiring, or you have acquired from the past lifetime. Now in this lifetime, those people who have got Jupiter being placed in the Capricorn, so guys, again, understand this thing, that the reason, the way it has been explained that Jupiter is weak in the Capricorn is that, and Jupiter is strong in the Cancer, because Moon is a very quick moving sign. Now imagine you are in that testing time of the life, you need the support of the luck right now, and the help comes to you after 3 months. Then what will you do with that? Okay, I wanted that opportunity at that phase. So the concern over here is that people who have got Jupiter being placed in the Capricorn, the processing of the luck, and in all those cases when we talk about the leap of faith, it does not work out as beautifully, as quick as it could work for someone who is going to have Jupiter being placed in the Cancer or Jupiter being placed in the Leo. That is the one flaw which can be seen. But again guys, the good thing is that Jupiter in the Capricorn will not make you easily likable by the soft-hearted. Like the way people who are very emotional, people who are very quick to get happy and all, we see that in the form of celebrities, where they control the mood of the masses. That you did a very good movie and suddenly you are like a heartthrob, you are a favorite of the whole country, of the whole nation, and some wrong scandal happened. Now suddenly the audience and people are like kind of hating you. But in the case of people who have got Jupiter in the Capricorn, all of that is done and those kind of respect is acquired with the time. So the concern over here is that any big position, any concerns of being respected in the society and all, that generally happen after a long share of ordeal, after a long share of struggle as well. And guys, a lot many times what happen is that we all want to be in the good books, we all want to be the good boy. You know, you would have seen those kind of instances that okay, if you want any good news from me, I will be there. But when someone has to break out or deliver the bad news, you want someone else to go and do that job. So I mean to say, with Jupiter's placement in the Capricorn in this way, it is generally considered as a matter of that you will not be that easily in the good books of people. Through your own struggle, through your own hardship and sacrifices, you might have to, you know, earn the respect in the society. Second thing is that with Jupiter's placement in the Capricorn, again guys, do not undermine, do not overlook this thing that somehow the whole major authority is somehow connected with the Capricorn energy. The power in a way is connected with the Leo or the Capricorn. The only difference is that with Leo, it comes because of your intelligence, with some sort of entitlement, royalty. With Capricorn, you have to earn it with your own diligent hard works and struggle and all. So I mean to say, with Jupiter's placement in the Capricorn, okay, there could be those cases that you will not be supported by the luck as quick as it could be other people. With Jupiter's placement in the Capricorn, you might have your own share of hard work, struggle to reach that position of power and influence. But the good thing is that whatever you acquire, you maintain it, retain it for the long. Like the way Jupiter in the Capricorn has not been seen as those kind of placement and all where people get or acquire some fortune and they lose on it. These are among those people who slowly, gradually build something and then they maintain it, they retain it for long. And guys, the same thing with Jupiter, the any combination we say the Karma Dharmapati Yoga. So these are among those people, you can say that it's called their dharma and all. These are the guys who have to do the hard, they have to do the hard decision in the society. Like you could be a judge who did a lot for the society, but till the time you were there in the power, people never liked you that much, or you did not have that much of the wide circle of friends. You only knew the small but the powerful ones because of your Jupiter being placed in the Capricorn. So yes guys, this is how we can see Jupiter's placement in the Capricorn is considered as good. I'm not undermining its importance to give you power for the ascension to the authority position. But yes, you are not going to be lucky because of some sudden serendipity, leap of faith, any prayers, any worship, any ritual. Your luck will only shine through your hard work, and your share of ordeal and struggle can be attached with Jupiter's placement in the Capricorn. Now guys, if your Jupiter is going to be placed in the Aquarius sign, so guys, to begin with, from the past lifetime, it tells about that you have remained very strong vocalist in the matters of faith, in the matters of religion and all. This also tells about that you might be associated with some large movements which happened in the past as well. Like this could be any large crusade, any large kind of, you know, activism. You might have those kind of qualities ingrained very naturally in your personality. Now the thing is that even in this lifetime, see, Jupiter's placement in the Aquarius is considered as very good, where luck plays a very important role in bringing opportunity to you. Or this could be a case that through friends, lot many opportunities will come to you. It can be seen as very good for that. Along with that, see, Aquarius is a very future oriented sign. So all those things which are very future oriented or very futuristic, you will stand a very strong chance in all those kind of upcoming things. Like you could be a very good trendsetter as well, and you might be very popular as well. You might have a large following as well. So like with this kind of placement, like see, any excess of the Leo and the Aquarius is considered as very good for being famous, because somehow these are the two houses and these are the two signs which somehow involves the large group movement and all. So if you have to become an influencer, public favorite, and again guys, understand this thing, Jupiter's placement in the Capricorn, irrespective of It hardly matters how much knowledge you have. You might not be liked that much by people. Capricorn is something, okay, you tell me, when your bosses is correcting you, when we were kids, our parents used to correct us, even in the traffic signal, we are doing the fault. But the cop is gonna come and fine us. Do we like that? We don't like Capricorn. But Jupiter in the Aquarius, or the energy of Aquarius, has got very cool vibe to it, which impresses us, which fascinates us, which inspires us, and it is a likable sign. In the whole zodiac belt, somehow Aquarius is a likable energy. Both Aquarius and the Leo, slightly Gemini and Libra as well, but Aquarius is likable energy. So yes guys, I would say this thing, that for attracting many opportunities and luck driving you, leading you towards the future, you being always resonating with whatever is in the trend, rather than being struck in something which is very traditional, obsolete, or which has gone. Like the way, for example, when we read about all these kind of case studies, that why BlackBerry failed, why Fuji camera, I guess, that a Polaroid thing failed, because they were not adapting with the changing times, with the way trend was changing. So that's what I'm trying to say, that your Jupiter's placement in the Aquarius is considered as good, where luck, wisdom, divinity will shower its grace through friends, connection and networking with you. Now guys, and lastly, if you have got Jupiter being placed in the Pisces, now guys, this is a very good placement, because see, the thing is, when I was talking about Jupiter being in the Cancer, I labeled it as a pure consciousness. Jupiter being in the Sagittarius can be called as truly a saintly consciousness. So this could be case like, as a guru, as a true saint, you have experienced the pain of people, you have actually felt the pain of others, or you would have sacrificed a lot in the name of the religion. Again guys, see, it's very easy to be on, like the way the trend has been going on these days, for all these people who are appointed in the top of any of the religious order. So they have all the luxury cars, they have all that luxury followership, people respect them, people look up to them and all of that. But the thing is, when we talk about the true nature of sacrifice, is something which can be attached with the Jupiter's placement in the Pisces. So this is something which you have earned from the past lifetime. When we talk about that, there have been those kind of situation where there were like those kind of people to accept even the unprivileged ones and sacrifice your own happiness in order to teach, train, share wisdom in the world and all. So if I were to say guys, the truly saint people in the world are the people who have got Jupiter being placed in the Pisces. Jupiter in the Cancer is more of a pure consciousness, but did you use that purity in order to make world a better place, to help other people get rid of this suffering, this sorrows and all? That could be the domain of the Jupiter in the Pisces. This is something which you have done in the past. Even in this lifetime, again guys, the energy and the domain of the Pisces, which has to do with the feelings and the healing and transcendental quality, something which we attached with the Pisces energy. So in their case, it has been generally seen that the more they are talking, or the kind of emotional connections they make, people who have got Jupiter in the Pisces, like it actually, luck helps them in a stronger way. So for example, just because someone came to you in your life, and during that time that person was going through a lot of the pain, a lot of trauma, this person you became friends with, she has lost her partner in some accident and all, and you gave your own time, you gave your own energy in order to help that person come back to her feet. You were there in her recovery, in her healing process, in her healing journey. So you would not know in which capacity God, divinity and luck will support you. And that is the only reason guys, Jupiter in the Pisces can actually make you a very good nurse as well. Like people who become very good therapist, very good psychologist, who become very good astrologer, because they can actually empathize with your situation. And you would not know, understand this thing here, we are talking about in this fast-paced life, everyone is running for making their life better, and we always see these things as distraction. We always see these things, oh my god, she's gonna come and eat up my brain and waste my time. No, but you do not know how much you are like kind of giving power to your Jupiter through this way, through giving empathy, through giving healing to other people, even just while listening to other people, their plight, their problem, and helping them in their recovery process, how much you are giving power to your Jupiter. And this empathy and session which you gave to this person will help you in when you will be in dire need to have child, have children, or do something good in your career, have those good opportunities come to you, how this will help you. So yes guys, Jupiter's placement beyond any doubt in the Pisces can actually make you very good artist, a good writer, a good poet, like all these kind of big J.K. Rowling and these kind of big authors who create those kind of big multi-million dollars fantasy projects and all. So Jupiter's placement in the Pisces has got this capacity to make someone a saint, a living example of living your life as a saint, and like success in all these kind of healing, emotions, feeling, therapeutic field can be attached with it. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say in this part of our series on understanding the karma connected with all the planets. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.